Hi, Jim Bennett. Welcome to Zest Smarts. We're going to be speaking about visioning today. You may be a bit curious, what is this concept about visioning? It's about understanding our purpose, and some would say our big why. And what does it look like sometime in the future? So I'd like to share some principles and concepts. So some have also said it's what makes us sparkle inside. And you may find, like many others, sometimes if you're in the flow, it's as if time just stops. Look at your watch, an hour, 2 hours is gone. So it's accessing that part of your nature and then taking that forward. So I'd like you to pause and reflect just for a moment. If it was impossible to fail, what would you do in your personal life, your professional life? Write it down. Just pause for a moment. What is it? If it was impossible to fail, your wildest dreams. I also say to people from time to time, if you can dream, dare and dazzle yourself and the world, if it was impossible to fail, what would you do today? And if you could write that down, please. There's something special, a little bit of magic happens when we take our thoughts and commit them, either to pen and paper or to your smart tablet, your smartphone with that. To help us with this concept, where do you see yourself in 5-10 years' time? Can you see, hear and feel it? Can you see it in your mind's eye? Say for example it was like a cinema screen. What does it look like to you? And if you walk towards it, as it gets a slightly more brighter, more colourful to you, what does it feel like? What does it look like now? Maybe you see the odd bump in the roadway or that. If so, what tools, what things would you need to overcome these bumps in the roadway? Who can give you a helping hand? How can you overcome them? Can you go above them, below them, around them? What way can you manage to overcome these potential objects in your pathways you're going? What tools do you need? And as you step towards it, do you get any insights of how you can access, you can get to this place in the future, in this, what some would say, this future state? What does it look like for you? So, as we look towards our future self, or some would call it the future state, do you get any thoughts, any insights? If so, write them down, put them to pen and paper. And it's time to reflect. And I find if we schedule time out from time to time, it's really great, the insights we get, particularly in following our purpose. Now, let's look at visioning from an organisational perspective. It's an integral part of success and growth, helping us deliver great results safely. The foundations of a powerful vision is, however, the core values of an organisation. High performance businesses, core values can include things like agility, respect, empowerment, collaboration, focus and creativity. From an organisational perspective, where do you see yourself, your team, your department, your organisation in 5-10 years' time? As before, please write that down. And something I found that's a really nice process that helps define our thoughts even better is, can you put it into 15 words? It helps us to focus to what's really important for you and your organisation. Now that you've a first draft of your vision, we can start developing goals and stepping stones towards a bright and bold future, where a vision has an emotional connection to everyone. Momentum starts to gather and gather. With consistency, courage, compassion, that'll help us navigate through turbulent times. And you know, when we check our compass bearing on a regular basis, we can adapt and modify our plans. With good feedback, we can fine-tune our vision. So, with that in mind, let's look at a practical example from GoPro. This is from the GoPro Code of Honor. As we can see, their values of passion and positivity equals rocket fuel for success. And GoPro, it's more than manufacturing cameras. It's about enabling the pursuit, the expression and the celebration of human passions. During my talks and workshops, I'm sometimes asked, what's your pathway, Jim? What's your vision? For me, life is made of special moments, certain events to change our pathway, our mindset. For me, on a professional basis, this was the Piper Alpha tragedy in 1988. An explosion on an offshore platform caused a massive oil and gas fires. Eventually it destroyed the installation, killing 167 people. Insured loss of $3.4 billion. Had a monumental impact on the energy sector, and it has flamed my passion for protecting workers and their environment. I'm a chartered safety engineer and I've spent over 30 years researching the field of human and organisational factors. And I'll share some of my insights over the coming months. On a personal level, I've also been researching the field of human energy. When I was 40, I was hit with what one would call a metaphorical wall. And it was a very dark place. I hit the wall. For a little while, I'd lost hope. I was bedridden with something called ME, myalgic encephalomyelitis. Some would know it as CFS, chronic fatigue syndrome. It's known as an illness of 100 names. I was a mountaineer, marathon runner, mountain skyline runner. Extremely busy working at home and in the offshore oil and gas business. I'd been pushed my body to its very limits. And the psychologist Ernest Rossi would say, I hit malfunction junction. Didn't listen to my body. Working outside my safe operating envelope, my body stopped me. I was confined to bed for some time, and it took me many years to recover. My passion is helping people to understand themselves, their working envelope, their purpose, helping them to be stronger, smarter and safer. And in my road of recovery, a kind of a wavy path involved exploring Eastern energy techniques, Reiki, Tai Chi. Two teachers I've found extremely helpful were Dan Docherty and the Voodoo and Tai Chi Chuan system, and Ken Gullette and his internal arts. He's got a lovely way of working, Ken has. At that time my body was far too painful. I used to practice yoga daily. But with Tai Chi, slowly, I managed to control my energy. So my vision, what do I see? I see a world that's stronger, smarter and safer, where there's hope. Hope is bright within a sea of peace. So you may say, how do I work towards this? Well, I'm actually very privileged to be working with organisations that are helping to deliver the UN's 17 Sustainable Development Goals. As I believe, helping to live a stronger, safer, smarter world. Let me share the thoughts of another life's explorer. The message that I mentioned before, the lady from Glen Lyon. A warm welcome from the hands of Mary, and a warm welcome to Glen Lyon. When I arrived here, I noticed this piece of paper which was lodged and protected within the hands of Mary. Curiosity got me. And lo and behold, I found a message for us all. This was written on the 12th of October 2016 by Rebecca Maven. And she was born the 7th of February 1980. She says, I climbed this hill today. As I climbed, it was like my life. I stumbled, fell, laughed, cried, stood back up again, kept going. I love this place. I love my life. I look to the future as I look at this horizon. Beautiful countryside. I look to the future as I look at this horizon with faith, integrity, love, and be loved. To anyone that reads this, for me and for you, I love you too, she says. Have faith, keep going, don't stop, look ahead, and live as I do and I did, with love, Rebecca. Let's look at the horizon. Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes just now the rain is starting to blow through, coming through the glen. And she said, like life. Sometimes we have the sunny periods, other times we've got the mist, the rain, the fog. But we can see the blue skies. And like now, between the clouds, between the rain, the darkness, the light starts to shine through. This area has empowering energies for us individually, and more so as a group, where our energies multiply many times fold. In summary, I believe we all have an inner knowledge, an inner compass that keeps us on track. Our sense of direction, our sense of vision and purpose, sense, principles and values based on this. If we frequently examine our compass, our purpose, our vision, we've an opportunity to reclaim our values, our sense of destiny, our sense of purpose and meaning, contribution, and adding real value to life. Stephen Covey talks about reflecting, taking time to sharpen our saw, stay on target, plan our course, work towards our destination, make corrections as required, keep reviewing where we're going. And for me, I guess it's remembering to dream, dare and dazzle the world. And with that in mind, may I share what gets my mojo going. I love the mountains. I love nature. And taking a little taste of what I was saying as well. If it was
impossible to fail. Where would I go? Where would I be? The ultimate trail. So please watch this space in the coming months.
I hope you've enjoyed our short journey today. If you've discovered something new, some new insights, please like it below. But most importantly, have fun and, as always, live life with passion. Until the next time, goodbye.